Hey guys, Matt here. This is going to be a quick little video to address the tons of PMs and comments and even emails and text messages I've been getting from a lot of you guys out there asking me about the whole Dianne Feinstein gun ban thing. Now, first, a lot of you have been asking me, do I think this is something that will pass, and actually affect us? I don't want to speculate on that because our government, our Congress, the Senate, the President, and in all its previous incarnations back for the last couple decades, is a very, very fickle thing. Our government in general is very fickle, and it's very hard to determine. I mean, a certain set of events could lead up to a gun ban getting passed or not getting passed. So it's very, very hard to determine. I mean, traditionally we look at the right-leaning Republicans as more pro-gun and the left-leaning Democrats as anti-gun, yet we can look back even in recent history and see many examples of the exact opposite being true. So it is very hard to determine. I think if something like this doesn't pass and it does get blocked, it won't be because our politicians care about our rights. It will be quite simply because they don't want to piss off their constituency and not get reelected, because they, just as much as everyone knows now, the gun culture in this country has really exploded in the last few years. I will say that any politician, congressman, senator, president, doesn't matter, that is pushing for any sort of new gun regulations, whether it's a ban, an assault weapons ban, whatever it is a very dangerous thing. It's something we need to be very careful of, something we need to watch, and it's something we need to be prepared for, because it could happen at any time, period. All right? Now, more specifically, I want to address Dianne Feinstein. I want to kind of paint a picture for you guys regarding her, because she is the kind of the spearhead of this. She is a senator from California, specifically the San Francisco area. She's been a senator since 1992. She was key in pushing through the original assault weapons ban back in 1994. She comes from, obviously, California, where they already have an assault weapons ban in place. They lived under the federal assault weapons ban for 10 years, from 94 to 2004. Then in 2004, when the federal assault weapons ban was due to expire, they pushed for a state-level assault weapons ban that mimicked the federal assault weapons ban. And since then have tried to push many, many more gun restrictions and things like that on the people of California. So California's been living under an assault weapons ban for 18 years now. Now, why is this shocking that a senator from one state wants to take what they have in their state and spread it across the rest of the country? Well, that in and of itself isn't shocking. What's shocking is when you look at the statistics, okay? Now, I was able to look up most recently 2010 crime statistics, specifically gun crime statistics, all right? And this is straight from the FBI. You guys can Google it and check it out yourself. Overall gun crimes in this country in 2010, the leading state in gun crimes was California, by about a 15% margin up from the next state down on the list. But more specifically, out of those gun crimes, because a gun crime is any crime, anything illegal that was done with a firearm. More specifically, out of those gun crimes are the homicide rates. Okay, 69% of the homicides, of the murders committed in this country in 2010 were committed in California. Now, I'm going to repeat that. 69% of the people that were killed with a firearm in this country, homicide, murdered with a firearm in this country, were killed in California under an assault weapons ban. Now, when you take that statistic and you compare it to the statistics that guns in general, the gun sales in this country have risen tenfold since 2004 when the assault weapons ban was lifted, and many of those gun sales have been what would be considered assault weapons. Okay, and that overall crime in this country, specifically gun crime, has gone down. It makes no sense that a senator from this state would want to take that same legislation and spread it out among the entire country, because I do not feel this woman is stupid. Quite the contrary, I think she's very smart. So she would have to know that the assault weapons ban in California has done absolutely nothing for crime. They are still the #1 state when it comes to gun crime in this country, specifically homicides. She has to know that gun sales have gone up, and she has to know that overall crime in this country has gone down, specifically gun crime. So why be so hypocritical in wanting to pass something that you know doesn't work on the rest of the country? Why? Well, I can only assume that it has something to do with money or power or a combination of both, but I don't know the woman personally. But one thing I do know is Dianne Feinstein is a hypocrite bitch.